Like a lot of programs, we look at high character young men. Certainly academics here at Endicott it's a priority of ours in Division III. We look for really solid athletes, and I think if we can find really good athletes that are talented lacrosse players that want to work hard, we feel like they're going to continue to get better as lacrosse players when they're here. We recruit a lot of attackmen and turn them into middies once they're here. If you look at our top two midfield lines, 5 of those guys are former high school attackmen. So we feel strong high school attackmen become really good college middies in Division III because now they're drawing a short stick a lot of the time. In terms of defensemen, again, we look for really good athletes, that have strong stick skills, that want to work hard, and goalies. We typically carry 4 goalies here, so that's a big piece of it as well. There is a range here at Endicott. We have typically 4,500 applications for 520 openings, so it is a selective institution. Average SAT is about 1,100, so there's plenty of students that are above that, some that are below that. Grades is the most important factor here, and the average GPA is right around a B+ average. So again, some are above that, some a little bit below. Essays, recommendations, all those things play a part. Absolutely. The AP classes, honors courses, that's are going to be weighed heavier than just regular college prep classes. And if students test a 3 or higher, they can receive college credit for that. We, within the lacrosse program here, we really preach that it's like a family here. So we do recruit young men, as I mentioned earlier, with high character, integrity. We love multi-sport athletes that have played a fall sport and a winter sport, that are involved in student government or community service. We definitely look at those things. We get out to probably 10, 15 different camps a summer. The ones in New England that we really focus in on are New England 150, Peak 200, Battle by the Bay, Blue Chip, which is at Bryant now. We go to Top 205 down in Maryland as well. During the course of a summer, 2, 3, 4 camps. They'll get seen by, I think, a good variety of college coaches if they go to 2, 3, or 4 camp. Maybe you have a bad day at a camp, or you're tired, or something like that. So absolutely. We've started to really have junior days here at Endicott in the spring, early spring. So that's probably the earliest that we start to really contact student athletes. We have those in March and in April during our season. So we have prospects up to watch a practice or a game, go on tour, meet with somebody in the admission office, and then the coaching staff spends time with them as well. Through the course of the spring, we'll have about 150 come up for those days, and then we'll typically bring in 12, 15 players a year, depending on position as well. And overnights, we do all those during the fall, typically of their senior year. Everything here, being a Division III institution, is merit-based, based on academics and extracurricular activities. Typically, if a student has a 3.0 GPA and a 1050 or higher on their SATs, they can qualify for a presidential academic scholarship, which is renewable each year, and then extracurricular activities can enhance that scholarship as well. I think it's a twofold recruitment process. It's the coach recruiting the student athlete, but the student athlete really doing their homework on different institutions and asking the right questions and making sure it's the right fit for 20 different reasons. In Division III, we're not giving athletic scholarships, so it's important to make sure it's the right place academically and socially, and size and distance from home, and is there a need at your position for example, if you're a goalie and a coach is bringing in 4 or 5 goalies that year, is that the right situation? So really asking those type of questions and making sure it's the right place for all 4 years is important. I think, players at camps, it's a little bit of a pressure situation. College coaches are watching. You go out there and you have fun and you perform to your best ability and you work hard. I think that's something that all college coaches are going to want to see, is that you're busting your behind and getting after ground balls and chasing balls to the end line. I think that can leave a big lasting impression on a lot of college coaches. Be honest and upfront. Don't tell every college coach that it's your top choice, because it is a small world with coaches, and just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody you're not through the process, and just be genuine and upfront and honest.